Hi, we're Derek and Jenna. We started our homesteading journey in 2011 with 5 small children, a garden, and a few chicks. Since then, we've added 3 more kids and a whole lot of animals. We're currently renting 37 acres in the Blue Ridge Mountains, where we raise grass-fed beef, grass-fed dairy, pastured poultry and pork, free-range eggs, and a large garden. We also have a couple pet goats, several barn cats, and a beagle. We're working on moving from growing just our own food to selling locally. We homeschool our children and are a full-time family with hopes and goals of farming for a living. We would love to welcome y'all to follow our family on our journey.
Hey y'all!
Hey!
Hey!
Oh, those roosters. Lydia's saying hey, Rooster's saying hey. Hey from everybody.
It is barn cleaning day. We're getting chickens on Friday. Today is Wednesday. It is time to get this barn organized.
Long overdue.
Long overdue, yeah.
For a while, it's pretty gross out here.
I'm gonna scrape the concrete pad outside, scrape the runner through the barn here.
We're in mud season right now, so everything is mucky.
It's either mud or frozen. Not much in between in the winter here. So anyway, we're gonna just bring y'all along as we get the barn cleaned up, and I'll show you some new lighting that we installed.
Yeah.
Jenna told me about it, and I was like, man, these look nice.
I heard about it from Paterra over at Appalachia's Homestead with Paterra. She had bought some, and I was like, oh, I think we might need to get some of those. So
we went straight to Lowe's and got some, and they
way brighter.
They're pricey, but we have light now. We can see way better.
They're supposed to last a long time because they're LEDs. So they're supposed to last, and they're bright. That we buy those I guess they're floodlights.
Yeah, even the LED ones, but they're not super bright.
They're not very bright in here, so we just.
These are really nice. So, all right, you're gonna go get coveralls on you.
Yeah, the kids are out here with like jackets, and they're all happy, and I'm like, and so I'm just a wimp.
I've got my flannel, my sleeves rolled up.
Yeah, I have a sweatshirt and this on, but my legs are cold and I have jeans on. So I'm gonna go put coveralls on.
Okay. We're gonna go ahead and start cleaning.
They're gonna clean. I'll be back. I've even got decaf here to try to keep you going.
Yes.
kids are looking for each other. We moved the brooder over here because we're going to get that set up, and we're going to show you guys exactly how we set up a chick brooder. Not today on this video, but in another video. Because we have chickens coming. We had the little brooder over here set up. I mean, it's not set up and ready, but it's moved over here. And cleaned all the manure and muck out from under the milk stand. Cleaned up all the junk. There was just like little bits of trash and stuff strewn around. We took the table out. Are we bringing that table back in?
Yeah, we're gonna bring it in and put it right here.
Okay, we're gonna bring that table back in. We took it out and washed it, so because it's kind of nasty. But anyway, this is much better. We're prepared to head into spring. I know we're still in the middle of the winter, but you're always preparing for the next season when you're doing this stuff. So we are ready for calves to be born and to start milking Cookie, along with we're milking Gertie still, but Cookie will be calving and we'll have our chicks. And it just make things much better, and it's much brighter with these new lights. So that's
the new lights are awesome. Yeah. Let's
really
see.
Awesome, yeah.
They're well, you can't really see. We put 2 bulbs in, and each bulb has 3 separate lights.
Yeah, it makes it really bright.
That shine like 360 degrees.
Yep. So this is good. It's a start. We have a lot more. Every area in the barn that really needs to be cleaned, but I think it'll have to be like a day. Phases for each area, because they, you know, there's just a lot of stuff to fix, clean up. But anyway, we have old lady number 14, right? Is that who that is?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get.
She's over there tucked away.
Yeah.
She's due to calve basically any day. Her actual due date is
Saturday.
Saturday. And this is Wednesday. So we've got her in here since she's an older cow.
She's 16 years old.
She's 16 years old. We just wanted to bring her in here and let her have all she can eat hay. We're graining her right now just to help her keep her weight up and be ready to give birth. We do 100% grass-fed, grass-finished beef, but the cows that we lease, because we lease the adult cows that are calving all of the Tarantays, they were grain-fed before we got them, and so you don't want to take a cow that's been grain-fed and try to grass-feed it only. It just doesn't that's right, Goldilocks. Doesn't really work. So we are graining her to keep her condition up, and she's ready, so we're just watching her. We're ready for these babies to hit the ground.
And we have to put her in here to give her grain, because if we tried to grain her out there, then all the steers will be getting grain.
All of our steers are out there. So yeah, that's one of the reasons we have her up, because we don't want our steers, our grass-fed steers, or our young heifers that have only had grass and hay. We don't want them getting grain.
Exactly.
And then over on this side, we don't have them. Are they still in the barn? Yep, Cookie's coming.
Here comes Cookie.
Gertie and Cookie, our 2 milk cows, are together, and they go behind our house. So we kind of have the barn partitioned off in half.
Well, I kind of got it. Let me get you. I was trying to get everything.
We had the barn partitioned off in half, where we have old lady 14 back there, and we had it open where all the cows could get in the barn before. But these 2 can come in here and eat their hay and hang out, and of course Cookie is going to be calving any day as well. She's getting closer. She's due Tuesday, I think, next Tuesday.
Yes.
So she's very close to being due, and we're keeping a close eye on her because she could go anytime. Gertie is not bred, but she's still in milk, so she's easy to get to, and she's a companion for Cookie, so they're just doing their thing, hanging out in here. But it feels good to come out here and get things cleaned up.
Yeah, it does. It's been kind of a mess out here, and it's nice to be able to see out here too.
Yeah, it's usually really dark and dingy in here, so
it's way better.
Yep, and Jeremiah, did you get the other coop cleaned out again? He cleaned the other chicken coop. It was dirty. Kylie cleaned it the other week, but it had gotten messy again, so Jeremiah, it looks like you did a good job. You're kind of
It looks like you've got hand paint out of your pockets.
and he's got it. So he cleaned the coop for me. I said, do you want to clean that? And he said, sure. So I think Derek's going to build some nesting boxes to hang on that coop too, because chickens are laying eggs everywhere. That's been part of the frustration when we get the barn cleaned up and try to make them lay in their designated areas.
We'll do a video of that and show y'all how I build the nesting
We're gonna build
boxes.
some nesting boxes attached to that. And then I think that the last thing that the kids can do today, since I think we're about done out here, but they need to clean the barn, the coop in the barn. There's a stall. It's not really a coop. It's a stall that about half the chickens go in, and it needs to be cleaned up a little bit. And the nesting boxes in there, just stick some hay in them so that they'll hopefully start laying in their boxes and not everywhere in the barn.
Hey y'all, just came out here to check on the bees, and they are flying today. We We knew there's dead ones on the porch of each hive, which
They're actually pulling them out.
is normal for winter because they do die and they just pull the dead ones out and put them on the porch. But yeah,
Sunny day, so I guess
check them out. I'm surprised they're flying. So that's very encouraging to see them coming out and flying and stuff. I'm pretty excited about that.
You'll have to excuse the guineas or the choir,
yeah,
as Jack calls them. They're singing to us.
They're relentless. But yeah, pretty cool. There's our bees.
There's the pigs just hanging out.
Yeah, we made our pigs pen a little bigger.
A lot bigger.
Well, yeah, like 5 times the size it was at least. They're out there rooting around in what was some grass.
No one was sleeping and they all rooted it up. It's like in the middle of the pigs.
Yep.
So, yep. Anyway, let's check this coop out where Jeremiah cleaned it. Okay. Alright, Jeremiah came in here and cleaned this. It's just, Kylie cleaned it the other week, but where they roost, it gets really nasty down here where there's poop. So he cleaned that out. And we don't have any nesting boxes in here yet. We have one milk crate, but they didn't really care about using it. So I think we're going to have to go on the side. Derek's going to actually build a nesting box and attach it to the outside. Cut a hole and attach it. And then it'll open from behind and then we can get the eggs out. We used to have a coop, yep, from outside. So we can just go outside, open it up, get the eggs out and go. And we used to have a coop like that and it worked really well. So we're going to do that. We've had all kinds of coops.
All kinds of experiments.
Our first chickens, we had 3 different, we ended up with 3 flocks. We bought a flock, then we were gifted 2 different flocks. And so one of them came with a coop. So we had a coop we built, then we had that one. Then we got a 3rd flock that was given to us and we ended up building a coop for them. So we had 3 separate flocks of chickens and all in just a few acres. It was pretty funny. But anyways, and speaking of chickens, if you guys have noticed, we used to have a Rhode Island Red flock in the old chicken coop, not old, but the chicken coop we built, the ugliest coop we ever built. Yes. Down the hill, and we had them for a while, but last spring when things kind of were crazy and people couldn't get chickens, a friend of ours was trying to find chickens. He really wanted chickens that were already laying, and so we ended up rehoming them to him. So that's why you guys haven't seen them. We were like, well, you know, we have a lot of chickens, although we have a lot of fancy chickens that don't lay a lot of eggs, but it is what it is. But anyway, so
we're getting ready to fix that.
We haven't mentioned them in months, and I thought the other day, I said to Derek, I I wonder if our viewers, if they remember, they probably wonder what in the world happened to that whole flock of chickens. So I wanted to throw that out there and let you guys know that that's what happened to those chickens. I almost touched my face on that roost, and that one went really gross. Yes. It was nasty. So anyway, this looks really good, and I guess that's, you want to go check on the goats real quick since we're out here?
We're about to run out of battery.
Okay. Alright, well, we hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you're not already. Hit the likes button and notifications so you get notified. We appreciate you all, and we'll catch you next time.